Hey everyone, so today I decided to try out Ekko Zilean. I seen a while ago Nick Makes Plays post like a list, and I basically took that list and I just changed it a tiny bit. I forget exactly what cards I got rid of. I basically just found a way to add in like 2 Thrumming Swarms. And my reasoning was just that because they buffed Ekko recently and made it so he only needs to predict 4 times, he levels up so fast, and even leveling Zilean isn't the hardest thing. By the time it gets to turn 7, you already guarantee like have this effect like procced already. But basically it's just a really cheap way to end the game, I think. And what's cool is that because it's a predict deck, you can basically predict this thing whenever you really need it. You also could consider just running one of it for that reason, but I wanted to make sure I could more consistently draw it whenever I want to, rather than just having one. But yeah, so the deck basically just runs a bunch of different predict cards. Ancient Prep is pretty good, a really cheap predict that also gives you a little blocker in a couple turns. Drop Border is really cool because if you ever see this card in a prediction, you just summon it for free. Now, it only has 1 attack, so it isn't the best, but because it has 3 health, it usually means it can survive like 2 different interactions, which is really good for blocking. Fallen Feline is just another good card. It's just an early card that you can use it to trade with, but its effect when it's summoned creates a Hexite Crystal in the bottom 10 cards of your deck. And that means that you want to predict to have access to this card earlier. And if you ever see that Hexite Crystal in a prediction, it immediately just pops into your hand for free and you still get to choose something else. And what Hexite Crystal does is it does 2 damage to everything on the opponent's board, including the Nexus. And so that, mixed with like removal like Thermo and Mystic Shots, it lets you get rid of quite a bit of things. The other predict cards are Scrying Sands, which just gives an enemy -2, which actually is like kind of cool into Ezreal and Teemo. But it's also just good for saving you 2 HP against like aggro or something. Or it's also good against Lurk to use it on the 5-drop with Spell Shield or even Rek'Sai. Because usually when they play Rek'Sai, it's just basically going to exactly level up or maybe like 1 away. And so Scrying Sands can usually stop the Rek'Sai from leveling up altogether, which is really good. And it's of course as a predict card for pretty cheap. I also find myself using this quite a bit for a burst speed protection of Ekko, because Ekko only has 2 HP. And so usually they try to remove him, but then if you're already 3 out of 4, which is super easy by the time you play him, then you can just like Scrying Sands burst speed, keep it alive at 1 HP, can still get an attack, get some value. Preservarium is just for draw. Oh, I skipped Chronomancer. Chronomancer is actually a really good unit. I play this in quite a bit of Streamer decks, I think. Just the predict is just really good to make sure you get the combo pieces that you really need. And it has a good stat line, so it's usually able to trade into 2 different things before it dies. And sometimes they can just get in chip damage because they don't want to block this because the unit will just die for free, right? Time Trick is this really good predict card, and it actually draws you the card that you predict as well, which is really good. So it's basically just 2 mana, pick any card out of the deck that you want to pull it to your hand. Obviously it's not exactly like that because you have to pick out a couple options. By the way, you can always skip if the options are really bad, you can always skip on the right side of the screen, and it'll be a randomized option, but you can get a 4th try at something if you really need something. Zilean is really cool in the deck. Like once he levels up, you just are able to do some crazy things. A lot of the times you end up duplicating Mystic Shots and to be able to keep hitting their face to finish them off. But basically you just have an insane amount of card value. Being able to duplicate all the things you use, that like time tricks and all that stuff, and your units. Ekko is pretty easy to be killed, honestly, but with Zilean leveled up, you can just keep replaying him pretty much, it feels like. Also, Practical Perfectionist is really good. So it has a good stat line for things like blocking like Poppy and stuff. It can get you some good amount of damage in as well if they don't have blockers or you remove them with your removal. But the really cool thing is its effect. So it creates 3 copies of the chosen card in your deck. So this is really good on like time bombs. It can be used on any kind of card that you just are going to want a lot of in a certain game. Like you can use it on Mystic Shots to make sure there's a lot of extra burn in your deck later. You can use it on Thermos if there's a lot of big things you're going to need to get rid of. Just whatever you think is going to be useful to you in that game, you can just create 3 copies, maybe your champions, you know. Just a really good card. Quicksand could be cut. It wasn't super useful right now, however it is really good into Swain. Even leveled up Swain, it stops from striking your Nexus. And because this deck doesn't run a lot of fearsome blockers, it's actually a big concern to deal with Swain. So Quicksand is really good into Swain. It's also good into Lee Sin. It's good into Lurks. It's not a bad card. It can even help some things survive from like Challenger and stuff like that. So it's honestly not a bad card, but I could understand if you wanted to like swap this out for something else. So Ekko is really cool. He levels up even easier now. Like I said earlier, he does have a 4-2 stat line, so he can die pretty easy. But the good news is that he has he's always able to be leveled up so fast that for the most part he's a 5-3. Now also when he levels up, you also create these 3 chrono breaks in your deck that you can just predict for. And once you get them, it allows you to revive your entire team and rally for 3 mana. Which works really well with Thrumming Swarms as well, by the way. So you can attack with these Thrumming Swarms. They do a bunch of overwhelm damage, but it's only has 4 health, so it can likely die. But then you just summon back all your things that died, like your Perfectionist, your Echo, whatever, your Swarm, and then rally again. Yeah, basically you're just controlling the board with like removal, thermo, mystic shots, and you have a lot of like time bombs and these hexa crystals. And then you just try to close out the game by just attacking if they have no units left because you keep removing them. Or even if they do, you just send it in anyways, especially with Thrumming Swarms. And then once all your units die, you just play a Chrono Break, revive all of them, all the units are dead. Maybe they can summon like 1 more, and then you do a huge crazy attack again. And then yeah, you usually finish the game that way. So the thing about this deck though is I think it is harder to use. At least in my opinion. Maybe I'm a derp or something, but I haven't experienced a deck in such a long time where so many games I should have won if I just like did the correct move. So many times I would end up doing a move and then realizing a couple seconds later, like shit, like if I just did this I would have 100% won the game. Like there's not a card in this deck that could have stopped me from winning the game if I just did a certain thing. And I was just choking. I was also kind of playing fast today. I didn't have much time to play today. So that could also be it. But I do think in general this is a harder deck to use. But pretty rewarding and pretty fun. I really like those Chrono Breaks, how they work. And Thrumming Swarm is a pretty cool card to be able to use. It always duplicates itself in your hand, so you just constantly play them over and over again. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how good this is in the meta right now. Again, I've been seeing more people play Swain, and it is kind of weak to that, I think. But, and yeah, so maybe give it a try. And hope you guys like it. Thanks. Okay, we got Darkness. Never played this deck before. Can't really block the catalyzer with this. We kind of have to hope we get something that can, like Mystic Shot or something like that. There we go. Oh, we didn't want both of these though. That's not good.
Nice day, if you're into coughing. Watch out.
We're getting damage in. That's pretty dope.
Big head, big brain!
Ian Pog. Okay. Can miss it that.
Brilliance! Real good to see you.
Is he stress testing that?
My mind!
I don't think so. So we actually, if we didn't play Zilean, we actually could have. We actually could have played Thermo next time for 6 to make sure we kill Vigar.
Hang on! We're rolling!
Oh, maybe I should attack with this one too. If he wants to block that, then just kill with time bomb.
Dizzy!
Oh, you actually can't play Vigar this turn. Not the Bastion. Oh. Okay. Another time bomb? Or this might die though. Wait, he main deck Stalking Shadows? Not a really slow card in this meta. How does that work? Hopefully you can't kill this. You have to play 3 mana plus something else to play another one. Yeah, we should be fine. This shouldn't die, I don't think. There's no reason to let that die.
Better dead than topside.
Because being at 1 health means he can poke it pretty easily.
Work the fabric, minions! Work it!
Time! I need more time!
I kind of want to kill that, but like, is it worth? How much damage would I push if I kill that? This will level up, right? This does one to the Nexus, that's gonna be at 17. So we get to 2. Just make it Vile Feasted. But if it doesn't, you'd be down to 17. You'd lose 6 and 11. Actually kind of important. We can't threaten Vigar. I think he knows it's in there.
Past, present, and future, all in my hands.
I can't play this, it just gets darkness. It's honestly not a bad pass for him. So that kinda sucks. But we have like nothing really to do. This just dies immediately.
Come
I
on,
can play
cat.
this.
We got a cozy home for you.
We'll get at least 1 strike off with it now. Probably. He could give like Vile Feast it, like Pokey.
Gotta focus.
Hopeless, honestly.
Yeah, he's gonna kill it. Yeah, why didn't he try to darkness it? Really? I was thinking about taking Zilean, because Zilean is a protect spell that I can use on Ekko, right? If he doesn't kill it this turn. Like, I don't know why he passes until I do that. Like, that's... He was like letting me keep my thing alive, but I passed that.
Rewind.
Maybe it's like he's like hoping I would accept it.
The future isn't what it used to be.
Oh, we just get Ekko again.
Never had luck, never needed it.
This is actually burst speed, so this actually survives if he tries to get another darkness. Is that we can actually burst speed predict and level it up. And now we're holding up 6 mana for Vigar. So once he goes for it with here, we just predict. Get a is it very maybe?
I love it when things converge like that.
Need some draw. Hand's kind of bricked. You can still play Vigar, so I don't want to let him. So, let's
I do
attack with
my own
this.
stunts.
Probably pings this some way. Mini morph, okay.
Oh, my dear.
He knows he has scrying sand, so whatever he blocks with is just gonna die for free. That's kind of funny. This deck is pretty funny. We'll just get an Ekko back in our hand. Yeah, he's at 5
If it
minutes, so
ain't
we
my
could be
favorite time traveling
still
genius,
threatening
punk buddy.
Well, I'd be
Vigar
weirded out if I wasn't.
or Senna.
Come, it's showtime! Oh my!
Nothing really stays the same.
Long road behind, long road ahead.
If we just play this, we could get another. No, it's just fleeting.
Getting dark.
We're supposed to just thermal it right away. That can't be right. Maybe I should have played this one actually. If I played this one down, I wouldn't have drawn, so I wouldn't have got this mystic shot to
Ready to
really kill
fire.
that.
Keep your distance.
Yep.
Guess that's it.
I guess I just burn that, right?
I suppose soon should be now.
I suppose soon should be now. Revive all allies that died this round. And rally.
Man, I'm good.
All we gotta do is get a little more damage in technically since we have burn. It's wasting a lot of mana. We're getting them down to 8. This will be copied next turn, right? If this, oh, this is gonna be dead though. I guess we can do this. We can always rally for 3 mana. We're just copying things, right? We can copy time tricks, I think.
Hey, Kay. Want to make me a few extra boards?
Yes! I mean, sure, you know, whatever.
We get those mini morphs back.
Anything can be scattered to its elements, even us.
Fog.
Watch out.
What are you made of?
Oh, he has 1 mana left. should just be able to, first of all, that's 4. We do 6 more. So honestly, like, this works, but he knows we have it in our hand. We could also use the quicksand and stop 4 healing, because basically he's like dealing 4 damage. And we had a Mystic Shot next turn that if Zilean survived would copy again the turn after that. That's pretty good. This deck is like more intricate and weird, but seems to work so far. Okay, we got Riven, Draven. The good news is that Mystic now kills Draven. We just keep our champs. It happens. We keep Mystic for Draven, I think. We hope we get a something to predict with to get some blockers, because he's probably gonna have. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we wanted that last turn. Thanks.
Witness perfection, meatbags.
Down for thermo.
Keithia is depending on me.
I'm down for thermo.
Prime and ready.
I can play this. I can like thermo that,
Any more time?
or I can like thermo the Riven when it comes down. Please Draven, we can just pop it.
The party has arrived.
Let's go. Raven is dead to Mystic.
Beautiful face.
Can you improve perfection? Fire till nothing moves.
Do I have to kill that thing?
Prime and ready.
I'd rather just kill Riven if he plays it. No Riven. Interesting.
My past flashes! Ah!
Another blocker. So, I mean, he doesn't have Riven or doesn't want to play it.
Can you improve perfection?
We can probably just predict, I guess. They get a time bomb. Let's go.
We can always rely on you to keep us safe.
System upgrade.
I don't want to kill that, but probably only attacks with these, which is really good. Then we can time bomb next turn.
Safety disengaged.
I want to play both, but I guess we just time bomb.
Prime and ready. Rise, metal brethren.
We're getting kind of low because this ballistic bot, though. Imagine if they really just kill it right now. The time trick first, right? I'll probably skip. Oh, let's go. If I do this, right, and then I thermo this thing, I'll get the thermo back next turn, because do I? Because Zilean levels up at the end of this turn, right? I hope. Let's try it. I mean, I was gonna do this anyways, right? But there's no real difference, is there? I think I actually might save mana this way.
Can you improve perfection?
Oh, he still gets that, I guess.
A bright future. Just
Wait, so
as
he still
I've
gets the
always known
ballistic
it would
thing,
be.
even though it's supposed to be at the end of the round it kills it? That's interesting. I don't get the thermo back either. I mean, I was gonna do it anyways, right? So I was gonna thermo that turn anyways. But now he gets 1 extra damage. Just kinda not cool.
I've been practicing, and it's not perfect. But look.
If your prediction is
I
correct,
can hope he
we
doesn't
have
go
much to look
crazy
forward to.
with a bunch of damage this turn. I gotta threaten thermo, I think, for 4 mana. Cause he has to do something, right? He can't just pass. Takes 10 damage. Like, if you wanna just do that. Oh, okay, I guess I'm playing this then. Gotta kinda hope he can't kill us. He's running fervors though. He might be running decimates as well. Yeah, I probably should have just killed that thing way earlier. I was just more worried about Riven, but I guess now I know.
If it isn't that cat I rescued this morning.
Nothing really stays the same. At once.
So the cool thing is that I might get like, I think I play these, right? Because that's 4 mana. What's parallel convergence? Yeah, so okay, so we shouldn't die here, right? So when Ekko levels, he puts 3 in, right? Oh, he does? 3 Chrono Breaks. Chrono Break is revive all allies that die this turn. Oh no, that's not what we want. I want the parallel convergence, right? Dude, are we gonna lose because of the fucking ballistic bots?
Behold me, ow, hairless apes!
It's 4 mana? Oh, I can't even do it right now. Shit, I have to look for it right now? No.
Oh, right. I remember this.
I'm sorry to say, time isn't really an illusion.
Okay.
When we look ahead, we know how to prepare.
I'll get a copy of this next turn from Zilean.
You guys
right?
gonna be okay?
And then okay, so I get a copy of that from Zilean, and I draw the Mystic, so now I have 2 actions worth.
Strike meow!
So he shouldn't have a way, right, to kill me when and if he does, I just Mystic. I think we're good. There's 3 cards. You have to have like get excited, Mystic. Yeah, we should be fine. I think there's no combination you can have. Let's go! Let's go. Is this deck actually cracked? This deck used to be like a meme, no? What happened? Just the one Ekko predict thing?